Shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule and teach well, who also taught us this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful electors. Kasaya back with another quick lesson. And going into this lesson, man, it's pertaining to, be occupied in the scriptures and etc. And with etc., there's a number of things, occupy your mind, being occupied and meditating on the scriptures and things of that sort. All right. Because the scriptures they do talk about those things, being meditate and being occupied in the scriptures, man. The scriptures does talk about those things. And it can also be a defense into vain thoughts, vain thoughts and vain decisions, I know I talked about this book before, man, in which it was a heavy book, which the brothers had put me on. I believe the book is called How to Outwit the Devil. All right. Roughly paraphrasing the book, but I was kind of watching this video from Stoic Directions. All right. Which, as men in this truth, and not to be long-winded, as men in this truth, ultimately we are stoic. We are very stoic men. All right. All the men of the Lord are very stoic. All right. And having a form of stoic or being stoic is learning how to be alone, how to navigate through life. All right. The scriptures tells us, ultimately the scriptures is what tells us how to win, how we win in this game of life. All right. And it's very stoic. All right. It's very stoic. It's a very lonely road. All right. Although we have brothers. All right. But hey, the scripture talks about, roughly paraphrasing, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. Hey, you got to work it out for yourself. You can't just lean on the coattail of another brother. All right. You got to figure it out yourself. All right. And ultimately, we have the blueprint, so it's not too much to figure out. All right. The only thing you're battling against is really ultimately yourself. All right. Yourself is your own biggest enemy. All right. It's also your own biggest critic, but it can also be your biggest cheerleader. All right. Your biggest support. All right. And also, hey, man, we know we got Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and the angels. They're all rooting for us, man. All right. Even those who passed away in this truth, even those who are passed away in this lifetime in the heavens. All right. They're all rooting for us, man. All right. Everybody's rooting for us, man, in that form or fashion. Hey, ultimately, brothers is rooting for each other. All right. But in this walk of ours, man, it's very stoic and lonely. All right. You might have your family, you might have a rib, but that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, that it's not a lonely journey. All right. And that don't mean to be in the spirit of woe is me, woe is me. All right. It's just a form of how to be a man and how to battle adversity. All right. But also being alone, you also have Satan where he creep up in your mind, man. All right. And in that book that I was mentioning before, How to Outwit the Devil or Satan, the best time it talks about in the book, the best time that he gets you is when you're alone. All right. When you're alone. All right. You start to have certain thoughts that might not even be your thoughts. It just might be Satan. All right. And hey, man, you can see that form or those things, or it might not even be when you're alone. It might be when you're around certain individuals, man. For example, I'll give you two examples in which everybody knows when Yahweh Shai was fasting 40 days and 40 nights. All right. And Satan tempted Yahweh Shai, hey, and also too, when Job was with his friends, all right, they were saying certain things. All right. Hey, and it wasn't of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. A lot of it wasn't of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but some of it was through the spirit, So at this point in our walk, man, you gotta be learning how to, navigate through these things, because this is what the video was going into, how to win in the game of life. The scriptures tells us how to win. All right. And that sometimes, man, you got to figure out how to combat vain thoughts and vain decisions. All right. And that's some form or some way of doing that is being occupied in the scriptures or exercising or finding something to do to keep your mind occupied. All right. That's some of the things that you may do. Maybe need to ride around, get out the house, man. You know, you sit down for too long, walk, go for a little drive. All right. You know, be around a brother or so on and so forth, man. All right. These are the things that you may need to take place to keep your mind, you know, after those vain thoughts and vain decisions that may not even, of course, most of the time it's Satan. Okay. And I want to go ahead and grab some scriptures. This is James 4:7. Let's grab the whole chapter. All right. So, Shalakia, I'm just reading some of the scriptures before. All right, but this is verse 7. It says, "Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High." All right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Yeah, and like I said, the example is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai set that tone, man. When Satan told him turn rocks into bread, what Yahweh Shai said, "Thou man shall not live by bread alone, but by the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai," roughly paraphrasing. All right. So, hey, we're not just living off food, man. We're living off the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Or when I believe one of the disciples said something to Yahweh Shai, and he said, "Get behind me, Satan." All right, hey, resist these thoughts, man. Resist vain thoughts. That's not according to the scriptures. That'll be a hindrance to you. Find a way to occupy your mind, man, one day at a time. Get yourself into something. Find a hobby or activity that you may need to get into. And a lot of times, younger brothers may ask, what can they do? I had a brother ask me, what can he do, to keep from those types of thoughts, man. A form that I do a lot of times that me and other brothers might do is exercise. All right, you have a lot of brothers in the truth that exercise. You have a lot of brothers that have hobbies. They may cook. They might be their passion is cooking. It may be sports. It may be other things of that sort, man, to, keep them busy, man. It may be something that they working on in their craft, like building things and so on and so forth, man. Keeping themselves occupied if they're not in the scriptures, man. All right. Let's read verse 8. It says, "Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded." Yeah, the heart's going into the word mind, which means, or the word lob, which means mind. Your mind, man. All right, you got to purify, all right, your mind, man. And how do you do that? Through the scriptures, through the word, man. All right. "Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned into mourning and your joy to heaviness." Yeah, being humble. That's what verse 10 goes into. Humble yourselves. Yeah, that's a form of humility, man. All right. Understanding that you don't have it all. All right. Being in that low form of just saying that you still have more room to grow. We all have room to grow, including myself. That includes me. I got a lot to grow on, man. All right. We all got a lot to grow on, man. Even our elders and apostles, they'll tell you the same thing. They're still growing, man. We're all still growing in this thing. All right. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and he shall lift you up. Yeah. Hey, he's going to lift us up, man. All right. Through humility, man. There's no room for pride. All right. Pride do not fit in this thing of ours. It never is. It never will. It never shall be, man. All right. Humility is the way to be, man. And that means taking a low form or a low way of thinking and living, man. All right. Because, hey, the scripture talks about we are worms. All right. We're worms. We're low, man. We're defenseless. And our power comes through, or our defense comes through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Point blank period, man. All right. So let's grab another scripture. This is 1 Timothy 4:8. It says, "For bodily exercise profit little, but godliness is profitable in all things, having promise of life that now is and of that which is to come." Yeah, man. Exercise, of course, we know there's a lot of benefits in exercising, but it also keeps your mind occupied from vain thoughts, man, growing. In the flesh, of course, man, want to get yourself together, get yourself right, man. get rid of bad habits, bad diet habits. There's a lot of things that comes with exercise, even though it profits a little, but through the spirit, we understand through the spirit, it profits a whole lot, man. There's other things that come into exercise, man. We're not doing it just for our, the looks and glamours, man. We're doing it because we know that things are to come. We know we got to take care of these bodies. We know we got to do certain things. Hey, and the scripture says to be holy. We got to be holy to the best of our ability. That means being clean, man. Not eating certain things, not doing a wicked act like committing adultery and things and so on and so forth. We do that to the best of our ability, man. All right. So hey, it's very probable through godliness, all right, which is another form of being holy. All right, but hey, we're working on that. All right, we're working through fear and trembling, man. We're exercising our abilities through fear and trembling, through the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. We understand those things. So we have so much to grow on, and I'm not just talking about everybody. I'm talking about that's in this truth and that's sincere believers in this truth, but also in the spirit, man, but also myself too. All right. So let's grab another scripture. This is 2 Corinthians. All right, 2 Corinthians 10, and I believe, hold on, is this Salakia? 10 and verse, verse 5. Well, I'll start at verse 4, all right? And again, I quoted this scripture before. It says, let's jump up to verse 3. For we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, for the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to pulling down of strongholds. Yeah, man, we're not carnal individuals, of course. All right, our warfare is through the spirit, man. All right, this truth in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and our power relies on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and that's our defense. This is our weapon, man. In this walk of ours, man. All right, so when we have those vain thoughts and things of that sort, man, this is what's going to get us through it, man, because we're battling things beyond what we know, man. All right, that's what the scriptures go down, casting down imaginations and everything, high thing that exalt itself against the knowledge of the Most High. And sometimes, man, when we have those thoughts, man, it can conflict with what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has planned for us, or what we got going on. We understand this is the flesh, man. So sometimes our biggest enemy, like I said, can be be us, man, which is the flesh. We're warring against the flesh, man. All right. So it's casting down imaginations, man. Even though we know talking about our enemies, all right, and what they want to do to us, but also, against our own selves, man. All right, and bringing into captivity at every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Yeah, every thought, man, to the obedience of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All right, so if you want to be able to combat certain vain thoughts and vain decisions and things of that sort, you understand, go to the scriptures, all right? Meditate upon the scriptures, man, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And if not, go exercise, find a hobby or find something to do to keep your mind occupied, man. It's nothing wrong with, finding something to do in order to keep yourself from certain situations. And ultimately, it benefits you in the long run because, you know how to combat those things. And in the scriptures is a defense for us, man. All right. It's a defense for us. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is our defense, man. All right. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. All right. It says, do ye look on the things after the... Hey, call all you about Shem Yahushua. Call all y'all about Shem Yahushua, man. Slack is, these scammers, man. I got my phone on D&D. Do not disturb and Satan, man. But hey, this how you know this is a heavy and spiritual lesson, man, that a lot of you men and also you women need to look upon yourselves. You sincere listeners, man, this is heavy, man. This is something I learned from my elders and apostles, especially our elders in down here in that GMS Atlanta church, man. These are some of the things that they talk about here, battling. And this is some of the things that a lot of men have a lot of problems dealing with, and learning how to combat vain thoughts, man. All right. So I was, and we was in 2 Corinthians 10, and I believe I was at verse 7. It says, do ye look on the things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is a Mashiach, let himself think this again. And that was the point, man. That was the point. I believe verse 6 was the point. So let's grab some more scriptures, man. Let's just, get into it, man. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Yeah, man. Abstain, man. What does abstain mean? Let's go. Let's look it up. All right. Let's look it up. In which abstain goes into restrain oneself from doing or enjoying something. Yeah, man. Resist, man. Being able to resist, man, every form of evil. And that includes thoughts, man. Certain thoughts. All right. Certain things. And a lot of times we understand through the spirit, it be Satan, man, or these demons. All right. Or, our flesh can be a demon too. Okay. You got to understand that through the spirit, man. Your flesh can be a demon, man. All right. Because, hey, we understand that the scripture talks about the flesh being warred against the spirit. Let's get that real quick. And bear with me. All right, we're grabbing that real quick. Now, I don't, intend for this, this scripture, this lesson to be too long, man. But, it's a heavy lesson. This is Galatians 5 and 17. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Yeah, man, because, hey, we're going against the flesh every day, man. All right. The flesh is weak. Okay. It's very weak, man. Whether you're trying to fast, you want to fast. All right. You may be really hungry and you're combating against your mind and things of that sort, man. Satan creep up in there when you're at your vulnerableest moment and say, hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with eating. Go ahead and eat, man. You could do it tomorrow. All right. You can do it tomorrow. You can do the next day or whatever the case may be. All right. But, hey, man, you got to learn how to combat that. But verse 18, it says, but if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifested, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresy, envy, murder, drunkenness, reviling, and such like. Yeah, man, and another thing, brothers, you might have a thought about a brother, man. And, hey, man, that's, you got to combat that spirit, man. You got to rebuke that, man, because a lot of that be Satan, man. It be these demons. Hey, man, I rebuke that spirit. You got to be able to rebuke that, man, to be able to combat these types of thoughts, man. All right, continuing on of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Yeah, you ain't going to inherit the kingdom having this form of thought and being in that way, man. All right, you got to learn how to rebuke those spirits. Go find yourself something to do, man. If you ain't reading the scriptures, go find yourself occupied in something, man. All right. All right. But also it says, but the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Hey, and this right here is what the secret to winning the game of life, man. This is how you win, man. This is how you live. This is spiritual waters, man. This is how you're going to live and win this game, man. Because we understand that, hey, the only way we're going to make it on the chariot with you Israelites, which consist of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, is, hey, coming to the scriptures, man, being brotherly, showing love to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. How do you show love to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Being a brother, man, being charitable, being loving. You know what I'm saying? Doing certain things that, hey, man, that, the flesh may be, nah, man, man, like, I'm going to help a brother out. I'm going to do what I need to do, man. If this is what it takes for me to get on the chariot and win, this is what I'm going to do. If I need to read or study and do certain things, this is what I'm going to do. Combat those spirits, man. Don't let, Satan in the world be a hindrance to you and lose your crown and your ticket on that chariot, man. All right. Last scripture. This is Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. All right, we understand that the word is quick and powerful, and it also cuts ourselves, man, piercing, even dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart, which is your mind, man. All right, goes back to the word lie, which means your mind. All right, so hey, the scriptures is there to cut these vain thoughts, man. Get rid of these vain decisions, man. It's for us, man. This is all for us, man. It's for the elect. And Lord willing, we are that number, man. But it's for us, man. So I just wanted to go in that lesson. Lord willing, hope this was truly edifying. Shalom.